Hello, are you Signal members? This is Ryan Hauser. It is October 3rd. Whew, sorry, I'm a little out of breath. I just wanted to shoot a quick video and go over a few things with you guys now, guys and gals. All right, so anyways, we're on the 6 hour right now, and remember, right now we're playing out our third wave right here, and then we're going to come back in. This should reach roughly like 2,700. So let me just show you what I'm talking about here real quick. Whoops, don't be going crazy on me. Oh, hello. Clicked the wrong one. So anyways, okay, so on the big time frame, this is where we're headed, and we're going to go long term, okay? Now, on the one that we're sitting with right here, okay, I want to show you right here. So 1, and right here we're on our 3. Now this really should poke up here really close to, say, 4,700, okay? And then what it should do is it should basically retract right down to respect this top, okay? And so we should see it roughly, 4,200 right in there. And I actually expect this to be a little bit more steep. So wherever this 3 ends up, whether it's right there or kind of over here, but this retracement here, I expect steep. And as you'll see, a lot of retracements are steep. They're definitely steeper than the rise, okay? It's kind of like, think about it as lifting a weight in the gym, all right? And say it's a weight about 80% of your strength. You clearly cannot lift it as fast as when you let go and drop. And that's what happens here, because guys, when we're dropping, we've got a lot of fear people taken in account, okay? So anyways, we'll say come down here to say 42, and then this should shoot off, and this should go upwards close to, I mean, anywhere from 52 to 55. It should probably get closer to 55. I'm just going to stop it here because of my window. And then this should jump up to, say, roughly anywhere 53, 55, right up in there, okay? And then it's going to do its ABC, and we're just going to basically start another Elliott wave. But we'll still be, even when we start the new one, we'll still be working on the big Elliott wave from the start of crypto, or Bitcoin, okay? Now, why am I sharing this with you? Well, first of all, because when you're in your trades, now remember, we were trying to buy in, the first signals I had was buying 37.50 down here. You guys could see how nice you'd be sitting right here with like a $500 increase. But like I said, for those of you, there's a few of you that we want to do a little bit more of the in and out trades, not so much long term. And so I'm going to get with a way, I'm going to show you a way that you can trade in and out type thing with when you know it's a bullish market like it is right now. Okay, so anyways, when we get up here to say 4,700, now I'm just going to be watching it close, but I'll sell anywhere in the 46 to 4,700 dollar range, just because I kind of want out at the top. I'm not really going to wait and come up to here because, like I said, this could come down pretty fast, and then I wouldn't get it tagged. Okay, so I mean, I'm not going to be greedy. I mean, greedy kills you in this game. So I'll probably get out, just depending on the flow, anywhere above 4,600 is what I'm going to shoot for. All right. Now, and then all I'm going to do is, guys, I'm just going to wait until it comes down and drops down to its low, which you're going to see, and it should be close to 4,200. But when it makes this drop should be very quick. Now, this is going to put a lot of fear in a lot of the non-educated traders. Okay, so see, right now we're sitting at like 42.88 exactly. But when we start to cross this 44, where are we here? 44, right down here, this $4,400 range, okay? And we hold there. Like right now, we're just on a little bit of a retracement of a smaller Elliott wave currently, okay? And it's already broken through, and now it's starting to rise. It got down to, let me just go on my other screen here, like 42.35 is about as low as it went, okay, on a little bit of a retracement. It's going to go back up now. But when this holds above 4,400 and starts to go up, within that span, you're just going to have a lot of money coming in. I mean, a lot of the people, oh wow, Bitcoin is making it and whatever. A lot of the non-educated, the retail buyers, we like to call it. See, where are the wholesale buyers when we buy in down here? the retail buyers, they buy in right here, and then when it goes up to here, when this starts to go down and retrace, it's going to scare a lot of people off, and so it's going to get down here, say to roughly the $4,200 mark. All right, so basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be selling here anywhere above 4,600, somewhere in there, and I'm just going to sit on hold until we hit down here, till it drops all the way down to here, and then you're going to see where it starts to come up. And when it starts to come up and it breaks through, okay, now what I mean by breaking through is, for instance, you take your top two highs on the downtrend and you draw a line in them. So let me just show you real quick. Let's just say it was over here. So I'm going to take this downtrend and where was it? Right there roughly. Okay, so right at this mark, and this is right where I told you guys, remember, like at the $3,800 mark, that's where we have our breakthrough. Okay, so for instance, when you're coming down, when we get up to here and it starts to come down to here, and respect this top and hold out, you know, you basically just take your two highest points in this ABC retracement, okay, and you draw that line, and then once we start to break through that line, which probably will be like roughly right here, so even though it'll drop to say 42, I may not, well, it just depends. What I'll do is I'll do a partial buy at the 42, but then I'll wait till it breaks through before I kind of go in a little bit heavier. And then I'm going to ride this all the way up here again, guys, and then we just do it different. Now, what I look for on my trades on my slow account is I look for 30 to 35% on my trades, and that'll last anywhere from like 3 days to 3 weeks. Okay. Now, for those of you that want to do, and then of course I have the account that I'm on right now, which I currently just got out of a trade. This one I do a little bit more, you know, swing trade, like trading, like really quick trades, more or less. I'll sell out within $20 type thing, and it's just more for my fun when I want to get in. But let me show you now. I'm just going to delete that. I delete this, and we're going to go on a smaller time frame. I'm just going to show you one more thing, how you guys can, you know, basically trade off of the cloud when you know it's a bullish market, like which is what we're in now. Okay, when you know that we're in a bullish market, then you can trade the cloud at a smaller time frame, say, you know, even 15 minutes, even 5 minutes. Okay, you can even do it on the 1 minute if you want. So let's just go to the 5 minute. Let's kind of get zoomed in here real quick, and I'm going to show you what I mean by this. Okay, now first of all, see, okay, so here's buy zone. Okay, now what you want to do is when you're trading the cloud. Okay, now by the way, for those of you that don't know, to get the cloud on here, you just go into here under indicators. You come all the way down to, where's your letter I, right here, the Ichimoku, I always mispronounce it, Ichimoku cloud, whatever. Click on that. Okay, and then don't just leave it as the presets. And I'm going to show you why here. If I just right click and hit format. Okay, the defaults here, if I reset the settings right there, see, and you see how everything changed. It's 9, 26, 52, 26. Now, this is for like Forex trading. Okay, and you got to understand, they only have like a 5 days a week trading and whatever. And so you don't want these settings. Okay. Sorry. So what you want is you want to go in here and edit these settings. So you want 20, 30, wait, sorry, 20, 60, 120, and 30. All right, now this is basically adjusted for crypto. It's adjusted for the 24 hours, and it's also adjusted a little bit to more ensure the accuracy of it, okay? So that's where you want to go. Oh, dang, I didn't know it was going to reset everything now. Now I got to go reset my fill-ins. Oh, yeah, that's right. I reset the settings, dang it. Anyways, so what I do is I just make these a little bit more darker just by adjusting this transparency up a little bit. You know, because I want to kind of see them. I'll adjust it back later. I didn't know it was going to reset all that. If I was just going to reset my numbers, I wouldn't have did it. Okay, so anyways, now when you're trading this is on the 5 minute. You can trade this on the 1 minute too, but you sell here. You sell when it rises above the cloud. You can see how it rises above. All right, you buy when it comes down and touches that cloud. Now, even when it comes down, even sometimes it's going to come down and it's going to touch a little bit further into that cloud. But you basically just play the touchdown right here, and then boom, when you get up to here, you want to sell out, and you just keep playing those swings. I mean, look at all of these swings that are in here. Okay, comes down, didn't quite touch the cloud, but it got close, and you can just kind of keep playing this all day long. But you never want to buy in on the green, because like, look, if you bought in on the green, say right here, I mean, you've got like a little $10 swing. If you didn't sell out right there, you're coming right now on a big downward trend of $50. All right, but if you buy when it's like touching this cloud, I mean, look here, you've got right here a $60 swing, $53 swing right there. Okay, so you can be buying that. Now, when you see here, it comes down before this cloud, and say you bought here because it touched that cloud, that's fine. Once you buy in there, you wait it out, and as it goes down to and it's coming down, you want to follow it out and wait till it starts to show growth to come back in. Remember, this is when you're in a bullish market, so you've got really good chances you're going to come out and get out of it. So what you want to do is you should wait, and you can see how it dropped down to here, and then it pops back up. And then once you start seeing these greens, boom, go double down if you want to double down. And then what that does is, say you bought in here at 42 or 44.23, but then you bought in here at 43.83. That's going to put you at about 44.05. And as you can see right here, this is where your line would be now. This is your new buy-in price, and it went above, dipped down, and then came way up to here, gave you another $35 swing. Okay, now as you can see, you coming down in here, you just repeat. All right, now of course, once you start to get above the cloud, then you're rocking. Okay, now you just got to understand, you don't want to keep chasing. So like for instance, say you sold up to here, now you're waiting to get in, and you buy right here because it touches the cloud. All right, well, first of all, as you can see, this cloud's always showing you ahead of time, a little bit of a trend ahead of time. So you may have seen into here that this isn't looking very good. Okay, and now that you've already been playing below the cloud right now these last few times. Still, you can be making money, but you're kind of playing below. If you do it right, you would have sold up here, you would have bought here, maybe rebought here, and maybe you sold here, but there's not really a buy-in here. You're now below the cloud. You might have bought here. I mean, you could have actually played all of these for that exact reason, because we're in a bullish market. But when you come down to here and you see that this isn't looking very good, you may just decide not to buy here. But let's say you bought here. You forgot, you just weren't really looking ahead, but you bought here. That's okay. And then it starts to plummet. It's not a huge issue. You're in a bullish market, and you're playing that cloud, and you just wait. You wait this out, and you're playing around it here. You're down, like, say, worst case scenario here, you now just dropped $100 damn. Okay, but as long as if you're playing margin, obviously, then you get out once you find out that it was a bad read, okay? But you shouldn't really have bought in here because it's not starting to do the come around, okay? So you want to pay attention. I mean, if you notice, there's no real, now I'm actually in the 5 minutes, so as you can see, there's no green. So if you're looking at that, I want to be clear with that. You shouldn't have bought here anyways, okay? Because what you want to do is, when I say that you play when it's at its dip, you wait till you get a couple greens. So you're never going to buy right here. You're going to buy about right here on this one, okay? So anyways, you realistically wouldn't have got kind of bought in until about right here. And then as you can see, you're really only playing with like $23, okay? And then if you would have doubled down here, you're now already sitting in the plus. And then of course you'll see that we'll start getting in as we've already broke through here. Okay, there was a line drawn right here, and it came right through here. We've already just broken through again, and so now we're basically on the rise again at the time of this video. But that's how you play against the cloud. Now you guys can do it on a 1 minute. Okay, and as you can see, okay, so you're coming into here, you buy low, you buy right here, boom, sell way up here. You come in right, if you sell up here, you see how you're coming down. Even if you sold right here, I wouldn't buy here. Okay, even though yes, you could have went and made a break. If you're going to play the cloud, you want to kind of play the cloud and make sure it gets a little close to touching. You may have just wanted to leave this one and ride it out, but You know, you want to get in, get out quick on these. If you're going to play the 1 minute and you're going to play the cloud like this, I mean, this here is only it's only like a 12-minute span, okay, and you just went up $50. All right. Then you know, you come down here. I wouldn't really buy right here. Wait it out. Big deal. You missed this trade, but if you think you're going to hit every trade, you're just going to lose money. But now that we've kind of touched down into here, you could have bought right here. Boom, you're getting away from it, sell it. You come back down into here, you're into it, buy right here as you get a couple greens. Looks like you could have bought maybe about right here. And look at, you've got another $40 swing right there. Okay, then you sell out. You come back in. Now, you touch in the cloud. So you're going to buy? Well, no, you don't quite buy. Why? Because there's no greens yet. Okay, so then you come down to here. You kind of get a couple greens. Now, here's where you're going to buy, right? And then look what happens. Boom, comes down. But then you got a couple greens, and then that's when, if you are the one that wants to double down because you started your first bid smaller, which you should, then you double down right here. Your new buy-in now is like right here, and now you sell here for a profit. You coming right down, hit a couple greens, buy, and then it looks like here you got to roll it all the way up to here, made another 50. But you guys can see how many multiple trading opportunities that you have by playing off of that cloud. But make sure that if you're going to do this, that you make that you have your settings set right on the cloud. All right. Now, when you're looking at these charts, guys, and you're looking for breakthroughs, the higher time frames that you look at, the more accurate and the better picture you're going to see. That's going to show you if you're bullish or if you're bearish, and then that's when. If you're bearish, you're not. I mean, you don't trade this cloud method. You only trade it when it's on the bullish market, and if you want, you can start dabbling with some margin and stuff, some higher margins, because you're hedging the bets kind of in your favor when you're going this route. Okay. When you're in a bullish market, okay, but you just make sure that you're getting in, you're getting out, and you're just making a bunch of little small wins, because all of these little wins, all of these little things are always going to happen, even when you're on these bigger. Like when I was just on the 6 hour and I showed you guys, that we're on wave 3. Just go in here real quick. Okay, that right here we're working on wave 3 to come up here to like 4,700. Well, we're going to have about maybe 30 to 40 little swings in here as we get up here. And so if you want to be that type of trader and you want to get in and out of those little guys, they do add up. And for those of you that have a little bit of money, I mean, it's not a bad place to play there if you didn't get in at our call-in, which our call-in on this last trade was like 3,700 here, so right here. So if you didn't get in 3,700, then I mean, there's no problem playing into these trades. So anyways, that's about it for this video. I just wanted to show you that method. So anyways, I'm looking to sell out here at 46. I'll at least do a partial sell, maybe 75% or something, but I'll probably do a complete sell above the $4,600 range, and then I'm just going to sit and wait till it drops back down to the 4,200. Then I'll buy into that for a nice $1,000 swing when it jumps up here into the $5,200 to $5,400 range. All right, now again, guys, it's kind of why I suggest that you have 2 accounts, because like for instance, when you start to read this and it actually plays out, if it plays out exactly what we're saying, okay, and then you're getting in here at 4,200, and then we starting our final wave up here, you just want to stay in there. I mean, stay in there. Have 2 accounts. Have one of them in there, and it stays, and you're just riding it out until the wave ends. Now you got to understand, when it ends, it'll come back down, and even if you miss getting out, it's going to do one more pop up before it starts to come back down. So even still, worst case, say it got to 5,500 here and it comes back down and now you're into like 53. It doesn't matter if you've missed that first dip, but then you sell off here, you make a nice large gain. But then your second account, you come in here and see, so here's one that played out and then it went into the ABC retracement. But let's just go into here. I'm going to keep it on the 6 hour for now. But my point is, guys, every one of these wicks is a bounce. You see them all? Now, the only reason I'm not going to change, if I change, it's going to take me out of this zone. This was what, the 17th. But like for instance, you know, you would have had a time to get in here, get out here, get in here. I mean, here's a big swing. When you have these wicks, that means it went down to here, but then pushed back up in the red. So like every one of these, because you knew we were in a bullish market, every one of these greens was a little swing trade, like a little trade you could have got in, bouncing off the cloud. Okay, so there's lots in there, even though we're still only on the one leg on the 6 hour. When you start getting into the 5 minutes and the 1 minute and kind of bouncing off the cloud, you have multiple trades. So if you're one that's at the computer a lot and you want to do the multiple trades, you know, when it's bullish, and remember that, when it's bullish and you know it's bullish and everything shows bullish, then that's when you can play off of that cloud. Now, what's bullish? Well, for instance, I'm in the 6 hour cloud right now. Just zoom it down. Okay. Zoom over here real quick. Zoom in just a little bit more. Oops. Ah, shoot. Okay, so anyways. Oh man, now I can't really see. One sec here. There we go. Oops. Jumped the gun. Oh man, one sec. Make it so you guys can see it just a little bit better. Okay. The 1 day shows us even more clear. Okay, and then, whoops, actually, shoot, that's going to go up here. Actually, that's pretty, no, that's going to go up to here a little bit. Anyways, then it'll come back down to here, and then it will shoot up. And so, but this is actually like up to here. Should be about right there. And this one should be a little bit steep, and then we're up. So you know that we're about to work on this smaller wave. We're about to work on this 5th leg. Well, right now we're working on the 3, and we still got the 5th to go. So you know we're in a bullish market. Okay, and then when you jump out here to say the 3 day. Sorry, I'm planning on showing you guys all this, but just kind of get going sometimes. All right, so now on the 3 day, let me just zoom this over here. Okay, you can see where we're at, and again, we're at the exact same thing. So this is an old one. This is an old one I had in there on the 3 day. But see how we're going back up? We come down to the 2, up to the 3 here, the 4 here, and then we're going to shoot up to the 5. Okay, now this 5 though, literally, this on the 3 day. I mean, this one might be where we hit. I mean, this could go as high as 10,000, but that's about where, you know, 7,000 is where it should go. This one, yeah, about right like that. So it could go anywhere up into there, but we're right now in a smaller Elliott wave, and that's why I'm showing you on the smaller timelines. But as you can see, when you start going back to the 3 day and the 1 day and the 6 hour and the 4 hour, you're going to see exactly where we are. The 3 day tells you where we're at here, the 1 day, but everything is pointing bullish, okay? And so that's when it's okay to play the cloud. So I hope that stuff made sense to you guys. Then it helps let you know kind of where we're at and what I'm looking to do here in the next couple days. You know, as far as getting out above the $4,600 range and then looking to buy back in around the 42 to ride that out in a bunch of smaller waves all the way up to, say, you know, into the 5 to an all-time high anyway. So we'll definitely pass the $5,000 mark. And then we'll just watch it as we're going up into there. And what I mean by watching it is like, how do you know? Well, say when we get to like the $5,500 mark, well, when we go down to a different time frame, and we, for instance, are able to map it out, and we're like boom, 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 and we're only like right here, well then you know we're not done. You know what I mean? You know we still got a little bit more, and that's when I say watch it towards, as we get closer there, we start looking at the smaller Elliott waves, and it'll kind of tell us where we're at, and we can better guess where we're going to have our ABC retracement. All right, because like I said, guys, when we start getting above the $4,400 range and we start getting a lot of the retail money coming in, there's going to be it's going to rise really, really quick, and then when it gets there, I mean, we're going to have a good drop and buy in. And guys, this is how you play the market. When you learn how to read the market, you know, trading becomes a lot more simpler, especially when you just follow yourself with stop losses. So it's like it doesn't even matter if you're not around and you know you misread something or whatever. If you've got your stop losses set up, you just take smaller profits, but you're taking profits. So anyways, guys, that's it for this video, and we'll see you in the next update.